lesson 6 of this module 2, where we're going to do an introduction to AdWords account structure. So before we get started with that, quick recap. Last session we looked at making a landing page offer and making that really compelling. We're now going to put that together in at the very, very basics of our AdWords campaign, our AdWords account. So AdWords is managed through what are called accounts. And typically, not always, but for the purpose of this training, we're going to keep it this way. You have one account per website, which means if you are selling from your main business website, you manage that website in a single AdWords account. And your account is a container for everything else. And that's in that we're going to look at in a second. Every account, top right hand corner of the screen, has a unique number, 10 characters in the format you can see there. That means that's how you identify an account. Within an account, you have campaigns. So to use Google's definition of a campaign is a set of ad groups, which we're going to look at in a moment, which include ads, keywords and bids that share a budget, location targeting and other settings. So let's think about what that means. Your campaign is a container for similarly targeted ad groups and keywords, and it's used to organize our testing. More importantly than a campaign is an ad group, and it's, to my mind, one of the most misunderstood features of AdWords. An ad group, according to Google again, contains one or more ads that target a shared set of keywords. Think about this, the language is really important. This isn't a keyword group, although it is a group of keywords. It isn't a settings group or a bid group, although it has bids and it has settings in it. It's an ad group because this determines the ads that your customers see based on the keywords that are in the ad group. That is so important because it's all about the ad. If you think about what we've just looked at in the last couple of seconds, we have an ad group which decides the ad that contains the keywords. They are contained within a campaign. That hierarchy, which is kind of like a pyramid, matters because we're starting with the most relevant level last, which is the ad group. We start at the ad, we work to keywords that trigger it, and we then work to campaign budgets and settings and location targeting to make sure the right group of people see those keywords and see those ads. It's often misunderstood. People think it's about keywords. It's about ads. And it's how we use ad groups, we organize our advertising tests. So just to recap, an ad group will contain keywords, bids, ads. It will also contain something called extensions. And it will also have additional settings over and above those that you have at the campaign level. So it has lots of good stuff in there. When we're building our AdWords account, we have choices as to how we're going to do that. We have structural options that will be determined by our objective. My personal preference and how we're going to look at the remainder of this course is that we build our account according to keyword match type. That is not what you will see many AdWords guys do. We're doing it differently, and we're doing it differently for a very specific reason. And the specific reason is to make sure that our users see the most relevant ads to their search. We want them to see the absolute right ad for the right keyword at the right time. And then we want that structure to be organized so that we can manage the optimization of that account. It's no use having relevant ads if it's disorganized and we can't manage it. We need to achieve both objectives. The structure that we're going to build in the future modules, using keyword match type as our starting point, will give us that structure. So if you haven't already got a Google account, go to google.com/AdWords and open an account. It's extremely simple to do. There'll be a sign up button or something similar on the page. Only thing to point out is you can only have one AdWords account per email address. So if you're opening a new account, you should do that with an email address you haven't previously used for Google AdWords. That's it for this session.